Ruto kurudi naenda kwa ngumu.
The Kenya Defense Forces, KDF. Habari zenu? Naona jembe ama shoka ya Kasongo imewafikia. Haya. Mkituona tunaenda streets, mnaona tuko na wadudu kwa kichwa. We don't know what we are doing. Sasa for example, unajua mwanajeshi amebeba grenade, amebeba mabomu, amebeba nini, haizi kula mia lunch. Juu sahi hamtapewa lunch na government. You have to buy your own lunch and you all know it. Sasa hawezi kula mia obvious, na hawezi kula 200, na hawezi kula maybe let's say 300. Kwa mwezi hiyo ni 9k. 9k utatoa kwa mshahara yako kujinunulia lunch, kitu yenye ulikuwa unapewa na government. 9k. Na kwa vile nyinyi huwa si rahisi mpate hongo, most of the time mko msituni ama mko kwa barracks. Si kama traffic police atasema leta kitu kidogo, anaweza survive. Nyinyi mko msituni ama kwa barracks. So you have to go into your pockets and eat lunch yenye mlikuwa mnapewa na government. Lakini mkituona kwa street, mnatolewa mmekuja mmevaa magwanda, ni kama mnakuja kupigana na watu wa ISIS. Ama Al-Shabaab ama Boko Haram. Sasa jembe ndilo hilo. Mkituona kwa street, we are not fools. We know what we are doing. Sasa mmefikiwa. Poleni lakini hivyo ndio kunaendaga. Welcome on board.
So we went from I've got your back, you have my back, we have your back, to sasa tunajua tumekuwa tukiwalisha chakula cha mchana, lakini sasa kutoka leo ni kama mtakuwa mkijilipia. Mujinunulie chakula cha mchana, because hata ni mnaona it's very expensive. Things have become very very expensive. So mujinunulie chakula cha mchana, but I have your back.
Wakati tulikuwa tunaongea, nyinyi mlikuwa mmenyamaza, mkadhani hamtafikiwa. Angalia sasa. No free food for the military officers. KDF na jeshi wote. Kuanzia leo mnalipia lunch, mnalipia kiroma yenu jua. Kama huyu jamaa anafikia hadi watoi wajazaliwa, mtoi yako kwa mama tumbe mamake anafikiwa, wewe ni nani? Mshafikiwa sasa pia nyinyi mulipe. Mjie we are in the same country. We are on the same boat bwana. Mnafaa tu muungane na sisi juu sasa tukibonga hamuongei. Lakini sasa nyinyi mshafikiwa. Na bado ataendelea kuwafikia. Hivyo tu mdogo mdogo. Mkimkaribisha anaingia tu pole pole. Unapata ameingia na yote unajua.
KDF, yes, Kenya Defense Forces watakuwa wakiinama lunch ikifika.
Fasti.
Yes. Kuna mpango ambao unapendekezwa na serikali ya Kenya. Kumbuka hii serikali ya mkipanda hii jeshi ya KDF, hawa ni highly trained. Kumbuka hawa kukiharibika zaidi ndio wanatolewa sasa zile yote ni zile gile nguo. Yes. Hawa ndio utolewa.
Sasa zile ihu
rimekataa nguo, hawa ndio hutolewa. Yes. Kumbuka hawa kuna latest guns, ukipenda zaidi hao ndio wako na makorobosta. Yes. Wako na magrenade. Yes. Na ukipenda pia wako na skada.
Yes.
Skada ni ile inarushwa inakufuata hadi kwa kitanda.
Our own KDF.
Yes.
We celebrate them. 100%.
Kumbuka hawa training yao ni hali ya juu. Wawili peke yake wanaweza piga Githurai mzima. Wawili peke yake. Commandos wawili peke yake. Wao ndio wanatumwa kutuliza saa zile kumeharibika.
Yes.
Lakini pale serikalini kumekuja mswada.
Wanasema nini?
Budget ikifanywa ya hii mwaka ambayo inafanywa tarehe 1 mwezi wa 7, jeshi ama KDF wataondolewa lunch. Sasa ni breakfast, lunch wanainama mpaka sapa.
Cheki maneno.
Nduru za kuaminika zinasema ya kwamba sasa watakuwa wanakula lunch kutoka kwa mifuko yao. Wakenya wanasisitika na kusema labda wananyimwa pesa ya lunch ndio wanajijunulia kule Weston. Ama labda wananyimwa chakula kwa sababu mtu ambaye ako na njaa anaitaka kila mtu baba. Na wengine wanasema serikali ingilie kati. Tusianze kubishana nao kwa vibanda.
What the government is doing is totally unacceptable, huh? Removing the KDF lunch, it will bring their morale down. Watabaki kuwa kama polisi. Unaona polisi vile wako njaa, nini imekuwa mingi, ongo wanakula huku na huku, mshahara iwatoshei, eh? Chakula ya KDF iwachiwe KDF. Hai personally nimekula hiyo chakula for 1.5 years na usiniulize nilikuwa naikula wapi. But hapana, hiyo hapana. Kama President Ruto anataka kuwa on a safer side, hiyo chakula ya KDF irudishwe na wakule chakula yao kama kawaida. Huwezi niambie jamaa ameenda huko kugard alafu tena aenda akiu kwa line kwa message anapanga line ya kununua machakula aje sasa. Hakuna, hapana, haiwezi.
Hey there. Today I'm diving into a significant change coming to the Kenya Defence Forces, aka the KDF. Starting July 1st, 2025, the KDF is ending its lunch meal subsidy and moving to a pay-as-you-eat system. So why is this happening? The Ministry of Defence says the current subsidy program is inefficient and ineffective. By switching to this new system, they hope to save around Kach 2, 3 billion annually, and give soldiers more meal choices. They're also aiming to reduce lost work hours caused by long queues and eliminate duplicate ration scales. Now, what does this mean for the soldiers? Oh, there's a lot of concern. Now, let's break it down. First up, morale and welfare. If soldiers feel their basic needs aren't being met, their morale could take a hit. Good nutrition is key for maintaining physical fitness and mental alertness, which are crucial for military readiness. Next, financial strain. Soldiers will now have to buy their own meals. This could be tough, especially for those with lower incomes or families to support. Then there's operational readiness. Inadequate nutrition could affect soldiers' performance and readiness for duty. They need proper meals to sustain their energy levels during training and operations. Recruitment and retention could also take a blow. If potential recruits and current soldiers feel they aren't getting enough support, they might look for better conditions elsewhere. Lastly, public perception. The government's decision might not sit well with the public, who could see it as a lack of support for the armed forces. So there you have it. Big changes are coming to the KDF, and only time will tell how it all plays out then. Stay tuned for more updates.
We begin with a disquiet that has rocked the Kenya Defence Forces, the KDF, over the Ministry of Defence's decision to terminate the lunch subsidy program for the disciplined forces beginning on the 1st of July this year. Now, in a memo seen by Citizen Television and signed by Major General Mohammed Nur Hassan, the changes to the pay-as-you-eat, they call it PAYE plan, has been necessitated by the inefficiencies and ineffectiveness of the subsidy program. Let's begin our broadcast with our very own Emmanuel Toe.
The new directive, which has reportedly caused anxiety among the officers of the disciplined forces in the country, has directed the abolishment of the Exchequer-funded lunch subsidy program by the end of the current financial year and usher in the new pay-as-you-eat system by the 1st of July 2025. A letter signed by Major General Mohammed Nur Hassan on the 17th of this month showed that a committee established to go through the merits and demerits of the subsidy program presented the recommendations to the Service Commanders Committee meeting, which brings together the Kenya Army, Kenya Air Force and the Kenya Navy Service Commanders, held on the 29th of October 2024, recommending that, quote, the transition from the existing exchequer-funded lunch program to the pay-as-you-eat payee system necessitated by the inefficiencies and ineffectiveness of the former system. The memo further directing service commanders to prepare cost-effective cashless payment systems, including M-Pesa pay bill numbers, to pay for the soldiers' meals. The communique stating, quote, the system is to be deployed no later than March 31st, 2025 to facilitate meal bookings and payments, ensuring accountability and efficiency. Note that the payee system is scheduled to be operational on July 1st, 2025. End of quote. The new directive reportedly causing jitters among officers, a majority who are junior in the service, who will now have to dig deeper into their pockets to protect the country. However, the ministry has defended the plan, which seeks to save about 2 to 3 billion shillings per financial year, saying, quote, the decision to transition from the exchequer-funded lunch program for service members to pay-as-you-eat payee has been necessitated by the need to streamline budgetary allocation, efficiency in use of government resources, facilitating access to a variety of meals that suit individual preferences, and alignment to best military practices both regionally and internationally. The ministry adding that the exchequer feeding system has proved non-cost effective. It does not offer flexibility of time, neither does it provide the convenience of a feeding place, and further negates Kenya Defence Forces service members a variety of meals to suit different individual preferences. Consequently, the system is faulted for loss of working hours due to long queues and duplication of ration scales when service members are assigned duties to different camps. The statement further details that the funds allocated to the exchequer feeding program will be utilized to improve the existing messing facility infrastructure and acquisition of catering requirements. Ration cash allowance was introduced into the Kenya Defence Forces in the year 2000 when provision for other meals, including breakfast and dinner, was discounted, and the allowance has undergone several upward reviews to cushion the personnel against inflation.
Man, Gen Z, come on, man. What is this going on over here now? Somebody let me know, man. Man, listen, y'all done made my day.
Fellow Kenyans, we must not relent. We have a patriotic duty to ensure that we continue to conduct ourselves in a manner that is in the best interest of our country. Sometimes it will be painful, but the more consistent we are, the more disciplined we are, the more determined we are, the better for this country, because we cannot afford the luxury of allowing our country to slip into chaos. We have a duty to protect our country for this generation and generations yet to be born.
I find that the more crooked you are in the Kenyan political arena, the quicker you succeed. I don't know why. They don't, and I say the electorate seem to want these tainted people. I don't know what's wrong with them. If they have a chance to choose somebody who's straight, who's on the surface of it looks reasonably straight, they're not interested. They want these ones that lie to them, these ones that cheat them, these ones that run. Provided he has bags of money to spread around, they're quite happy.
And for those who keep asking, why do Kenyans go hard for each other? Why do Kenyans go hard for their country? Guys, we were called to do this. Literally. You don't believe me? Listen, we actually even have it down as a contract. It's our national anthem. Tunaimbaga nchi yetu ya Kenya tunayoipenda. Tuwe tayari kuilinda. Na sasa hapo ndio tunakuwa tumecommit. But have you seen our leaders? Have you seen hii kazi ni yetu? Have you seen our travelers? Wewe like masa hii kazi ni yetu. I don't know otherwise.
The current government we have is a criminal regime. They are delinquents that should resign, get out of power today. William Ruto asked, how does he get out? Resign, resign, resign. And that should be the clarion call of all Kenyans. Anytime you see that man, just tell him to resign, get out of office today. He can't solve our problems. All he's doing is killing us, killing our generations of the future. Anybody who kills their young and even has their government order such, right, is somebody who must leave like yesterday. Or one day, as I keep saying, he himself is defining his exit and what happens to him after that. Let him resign today, not even tomorrow. Get out of office. What they don't understand is that the people are sovereign. The people are the sovereign authority. And the people always win. Always. Always win. They will lose very badly and sooner than they imagine. This is not about 2027, it is about now. Okay?
In 2022, most Gen Zs were too young to vote. But by 2027, 14 million Gen Zs will be eligible to vote, a massive increase of 79%. Back in 2022, youth aged between 18 and 34 made a total of 8.8 million of registered voters, accounting for 40% of Kenya's total voter base. Right now, Gen Z is aged between 13 and 28 years. This means millions will be ready to vote in 2027. The total number of youth voters is expected to hit 17 million, forming the largest and possibly most influential voting bloc in the country. This generation isn't just big in numbers. They have led protests, mobilized online, and called out for accountability. But the big question remains, will they show up at the ballot and use their numbers to change the game in 2027?
Now the next election, yes. Unajua hawa ndio watakuwa nasema fagia wote ama mtasema namna gani? This generation, yes, they use their might because they didn't vote. The largest vote in the last election.
Kenya, brothers, this is an advice from a guy who is a kid of a Syrian revolution. Record everything, document everything, every protest, every face you can get, document their faces, document police who shoots at you, document other protesters who try to do bad things, and then the media will brush everybody as terrorists or bad people. Get your phone out and record. That's your best weapon, your phone. Not a gun, not anything. Record, because that's how you hold people accountable. One day or another, the government will fall, and this will be evidence for later on. Trust me. It's happening all over the world with Syrians. So you can do the same thing. And free Gen Z in Kenya.
How low was the bar for us to vote an ICC suspect? Yes! In consecutive terms, ICC suspect number 1, Uhuru. ICC suspect number 2, Ruto. Yes. I am not surprised that this government is hunting and haunting the dissenters of this regime because they are using the Moi manual. Ruto ni mtoto wa Moi. Amefunzwa na Moi siasa za kuabduct watu, siasa za kuua watu, siasa za kuintimidate watu, na siasa za kutumia vijana vibaya. Na sisi tumekataa.
A man joins politics in 1992. There's bloodshed. He joins the parliament in 1997. Bloodshed. He's a major party in 2007, 2008. Bloodshed. His party's re-election is contested in 2018. Bloodshed. He becomes president in 2024. Blood spills on our streets every damn day. And the perfect example, there is no even perfect example, because what happened today was just crazy work, to be honest. And then the speech following after that, I don't know, man.
The bar was so low that Kenyan voters elected ICC suspects twice. And for some reason, we thought that whatever they were accused of, they wouldn't do it. to their own countries. Tafakari ya baba.
Ruto, makosa utafanya 2027, acha tu nikuambie mapema. Ni ati tumepiga kura kuchange governance, tunataka good governance, alafu tunaona tuna lead kwa screen atu watu wamekupigia kura, utatuambia nani alikupigia hizo kura na hizo namba zenye una lead nayo mbele ulitoa wapi?
Abducting us and killing us won't stop us. Seizing the future of this nation. R.I.P. to our fallen soldiers. Yes, they knew that freedom had a price. Peace is our country, we're not giving up.
I don't know about you guys, but as for me, any content that is not related to what is happening in my country right now, I'm scrolling past it. In solidarity for those young soldiers who have been on the battle for justice, I just, my guilt, my Kenyan guilt cannot allow me to just be comfortable in watching other content. I feel like, right now we have to be on the know of what is happening in our country from time to time. I don't know about you, but as for me, that's how I feel. Thank you.
Hi Kenyans, mi sina maneno mengi. All I want to say is Ruto must go, like yesterday. Bye.
This is Selector Dede.
Wanadhani asi bongo lala, ikikupita we bongo lala, na walosema jana iwezi fika leo, tuko ground tunazoza. Hatujikuku mewaka sana, na mabisto na chafua rada, na walosema jana iwezi fika leo, tuko ground tunazoza. Hakuna mboka, peleke shuleni watasoma, madaktari wamegoma, hapa sani Yesu atatuponya. Wambie punde imechoka sana, farasi bado ijapatikana, ni mandai wanagonya na mali wanaponda, unakonda wananona. Maandamano, 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 amise maandamano, maandamano, maandamano,
Jam down shuffle.